Good afternoon, readers. This is Aaron from Reading Tutors, and today I'm going to be reading you guys a story by Kobi Yamada, which is What to Do with an Idea. The premise of this book is to inspire you and show why using your imagination and your own ideas are important and not feeling that you should not grow on them or make them become a reality. So this book is kind of a encouragement and sort of a special representation of how your ideas can become reality and sort of what your um, inspirations can create and not being afraid to work on those inspirations. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. One day, I had an idea. Where did it come from? And why is it here? I wondered. What do you do with an idea? At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't belong to me. But it followed me. As you can see here, there's a little egg which represents a little boy's idea. It's like a physical representation of his imagination and ideas. I worried what others would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself. I hid it away and didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before my idea showed up. But there was something magical about my idea. I had to admit, I felt better and happier when it was around. It wanted food, it wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. You can see the little egg is wanting to play with the boy. And as you can see in the background, you see the trees and the leaves and the clock and sort of the town coming to life. This is all the boy's ideas and imaginations coming to life. It grew bigger and we became friends. I showed it to other people even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid that if people saw it, they would laugh at it. I was afraid they would think it was silly. See, his friends and family think that his idea is odd and strange. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. So obviously here you can see that the boy told him some of his ideas and they thought it was strange. And kind of the same way in real life, whenever you might tell your parents you have an idea about something, or even your friends, they might be like, oh, that idea is strange, or oh, it's not cool. Hopefully not. Hopefully your parents encourage your ideas and imaginations. But sometimes there are people, sometimes teachers, sometimes relatives who will discourage you from letting your ideas become a reality or thinking that your ideas are stupid or not unique. And at first, I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. You can see him walking away from his idea. But then I realized, what do they really know? This is my idea, I thought. No one knows it like I do, and it's okay if it's different and weird and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food, I worked with it, I played with it, but most of all, I gave it my attention. You see here he's playing with his idea, and out of it's coming like the snowmans and the animals and the trees, and all of this is in his head. So all of this is kind of his imaginations coming to life. So that's sort of the illustrations you're seeing here. My idea grew and so did my love for it. You can see they're playing on a teeter-totter. I built it a new house, one with an open roof, where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. Oftentimes, a lot of our best ideas come when we're sleeping. Your dreams actually inspire a lot of your ideas um, for different things, whether it be an imagination, whether it be a drawing, a painting, or maybe something you did that day. That's where a lot of our ideas come from. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big, and then to think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands because, it said, it is good to have the ability to see things differently. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Then one day, something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my very eyes. It spread its wings, took flight, and burst into the sky. Didn't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't just a part of me anymore, it was a part of everything. And see how his ideas become like a whole world. That's why it's important to let your ideas manifest and not be afraid to let them become into the real world. And it can, even just a small, simple idea become something great. That's why you should never discourage it outright. And then I realized what you do with an idea. You change the world, which is important too. Your ideas could be these small little ideas, and eventually they could end up becoming something incredible. Some of the best inventions, cities, places, and even people came from ideas, just simple ideas. So, your takeaway from this book is that you shouldn't be afraid to use your imagination, to think outside of the box, to figure out problems that maybe have different solutions than you thought. And especially while you spend this time at home and not able to go to school or be with your friends, you can use this time to work on your passions, find creative ways to be with your friends even if you can't physically be with them. You can send them letters, you can draw pictures, you can do fun activities with your family. In a short while, I'll be doing a craft with you guys, which will expand upon the book's idea of using your imagination and using an idea and making it come alive. So that'll be in the next part, and yeah.